Bernadette McGree here. This is another stretch for runners. So I'm focusing on the hamstrings, the backs of the thighs, and even the calves. So we're going to do downward facing dog, and I'm not going to be focusing on the upper body. However, this is a fabulous stretch for the upper body as well. The focus today being on the hamstring, the backs of the legs. That's where our attention is going. If you have a mat, great. If you don't have a mat, fine. If you're out and you've been running, it's ideal if you can take your shoes and socks off. So as soon as you can, take your shoes and socks off, because we really want to work the feet in this one. Begin by just coming into a plank pose, or even just coming onto all fours. Bring your index fingers so that they're parallel to each other, and then step yourself to plank, bend the legs and push up into downward facing dog, keeping the legs bent. So have a look at your hands first of all and just check that your index fingers are pointing straight ahead towards the front of the mat, the top of the mat. And then have a look at your legs. Change your feet if you need to, if you can see your heels. So if your heels are on the inside, take them out a bit. If they're on the outside, take them in a bit. Check with your legs bent that your knees aren't coming in towards each other or going out. So you want your knees tracking straight over your second and third toe, or your second toe. And then keep your ears alongside your upper arms. So you're not looking back and you're not looking forward. Keep your arms nice and strong. And then imagine that you're drawing energy from the floor up into your pelvis. So have a sense of toning your muscles from the toes through the feet, the heels, the calves, the knees, the thighs, up into the pelvis. Keeping that, tilt your pelvis like you're sticking your butt up to the sky and you're arching your back. Or if you like, you're pressing your pubic bone towards or behind you and up to the sky. Keep that. Tone the pelvic floor, tone the abs, draw the bottom ribs in a little bit, and keep that. Now, if you're flexible enough, by all means straighten your legs, but here's the challenge: to keep the tilt in your pelvis as you straighten your legs. Oftentimes when we straighten the legs, we round the lower back, particularly if we're tight in the hammies. So avoid rounding the lower back. So the action to keep working on as you straighten the legs is to keep pressing the pubic bone back and up to the sky. So you keep working on that anterior tilt. And breathe nice and deeply, in through the nose and out through the nose. And have a sense of sending your heels, whether your legs are bent or straight. See if you can press your heels towards the floor. Doesn't matter if they don't reach the floor, but if you can press them towards the floor, then it's working. You're working on those backs of the legs. Keep the muscles engaged here. Keep breathing nice and deeply. Now, of course, if you get to a point where you're really tired, by all means, come down. See if you can stay here for at least 5 breaths. If you can do 12 or 15, that's fabulous, because you get a really nice overall body stretch. And keep just going through those little movements. Check that your legs are toned. You've got those muscles switched on, the quads. You've got the curve in the lower back. You're lifting the pelvic floor, you're toning your abs, you're drawing the bottom ribs in. And feel the tension, feel the stretch work as you exhale. And then when you next exhale, gently lower the knees. If you like, you can take your knees wide and rest in child's pose. Just bring one hand on top of the other. Drop your forehead onto your hands so you use your hands like a pillow. Or you can just sit up on your heels and just take a moment to rest after that really nice stretch. I'll be back with some more. In the meantime, keep running and enjoy.